Hi guys, it's Tessie at Ankali. Welcome back to our Excel beginner series. Today we'll be looking at cell locking and how it is used in Microsoft Excel. Cell locking is the process of locking your cell in Microsoft Excel worksheet. It is used while making references in your Excel worksheet. It is used to ensure that formulas and data are not altered while working on your Excel. We will learn the several types of cell referencing and how they are applied. In Excel, we have three types of cell referencing. We have the relative referencing, the absolute referencing, and the mixed referencing. The relative referencing is the default referencing in Microsoft Excel. You can see we have a table, and in this table we have three columns A, B, and C. Column A and B contains data values, while column C does not. So we'll be carrying out a multiplication function on column A and B to get a product for column C. So we'll multiply 1, shift 8 to get our multiplication sign, and 5 to get 5. And we will use the fill and do to reference downwards. The fill and do is used to apply the same steps on other cells, just like what we did for the first two cells on column A and B. This method is known as referencing, and it is called relative referencing. Again, we have another table containing the salary column, showing the salary range from entry to managerial level. And we can see a $10 on our second cell, which indicates the $10 increment for each salary on every level. So let's add the $10 to every level's salary. We get our answer, which is 110. Using the fill and do to reference, we can see that the values are not accurate. This is because it is referencing downward. That is, the $100 is summed with the $10 and it gives $110. But the $200, instead of being summed with the $10, which is the increment on every salary, it sums with $110 and resulting to $310. In this situation, this is where the other types of cell referencing are being applied. To achieve the right value, we'll be using the absolute referencing. The absolute referencing is a type of referencing in which the cell to be referenced is locked, in a way that it cannot be referenced upward, downward, and sideways. To carry out the right mathematical operation, we sum the salary to the $10 and lock the $10 cell. To lock the $10 cell, we'll be using the function f of key. The dollar sign signifies that the column J and the row 3 is locked. Using the fill and do to reference, we get the right value. We'll be applying the absolute referencing for problem 1A because we have just one value to use to determine the monthly growth rate for the savings from February to June. Firstly, we will multiply the savings and the monthly growth rate, and we will add the savings. Remember to lock the monthly growth rate cell. We can see that from January to February, there is a 5% increment of savings. We will then use the fill and do to reference to apply the steps on other cells. To apply this step on the savings B, we will be using the first cell on our savings A and use the Ctrl C. Then we will use the paste special function, which is the Ctrl Alt V, to paste the formula. Using the fill and do to reference downwards, we get the values for other months of savings B. For problem 1B, we apply the absolute referencing similar to the problem 1A. But because we want to determine the annual decrease for each year by 10%, we will use the subtraction sign. Using the fill and to reference to the other year, we get the annual decrease of cost of goods. Question 2a says, using the cell locking technique above, create a multiplication matrix. For this, we'll be using the mixed referencing. The mixed referencing is used when a mathematical operation is to be performed on two or more cells simultaneously. In this case, the cell column can be locked and the row unlocked, and the row can be locked and the column unlocked. When a column is locked, one can move from one row to another of that column, but cannot move to any other column. And when a row is locked, one can move from one column to the other of that row, but cannot move to any other row. Unlike the absolute referencing, where a column and a cell is locked, in the mixed referencing, a column can be locked and the row unlocked, or the row can be locked and a column unlocked. To create a multiplication matrix, we multiply the two cells and choose the column and the row in which we would like to lock using the function f4 key. So for this exercise, I'll be locking the column F for the cell F39 and the row 38 for the cell G38. And using the fill and to reference, we get the accurate value. To recap, to use the mixed referencing, a column of a cell is locked and the row is unlocked, and vice versa. So we've come to the end of this video. Stay tuned.